Hello nerds! Welcome back to Nerdlocker. This is Brandon, and I have things to talk about this week. Alright, so in my last video I talked about the Logan movie poster being released, and now we have a trailer for Logan. This is the final movie for Hugh Jackman, and now Patrick Stewart, who is playing a much larger role than I previously thought he would. It looks like he'll be taking on the role that Hawkeye had in the Old Man Logan book. I saw a lot of people that were talking about the trailer and go, man, this really went off the source material. Of course it went off the source material. All the characters involved in the story are in the Marvel Universe. Regardless if you're happy with it looking different or not looking different, this is the last time we get to see Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. That's a big deal because, I mean, the whole reason the X-Men universe never got restarted was because they found such a winner in Hugh Jackman, and I mean, I want to say Patrick Stewart as well. I'm really excited to see what happens with it. And all in all, I mean, I think this is going to be a good movie. I feel like they've gotten their bearings a little bit better with these X-Men movies than when it first started, especially after Wolverine Origins. But yeah, this looks good, and I'm excited. Let me know what you guys think. You know what else we got a trailer for? Red Dead Redemption 2. I don't know if you guys ever played this video game, but it is one of the greatest video games ever made. Now, the trailer doesn't offer too much, but we get to see just some scenery. We hear somebody talking. We kind of get to, it looks like you're going to be, there's a group. So I don't know if we're going with the same idea that Grand Theft Auto 5 had, where you get to play as more than one person. And I know we have a lot more to be revealed and explained. It comes out fall of next year, but this is some early hype for what I think was one of the best video games ever. Also, it had one of the greatest DLCs ever. I don't know if you guys ever played that, but it was amazing. So now that we are in a world of DLC heavy everything, and especially what they've been doing with Grand Theft Auto 5, there's still stuff coming out. But I have a lot of hope for this game. I mean, like I said, between their track record of just doing this awesome and everything else they've been doing with the other games. Now we have the current gen, you know, Xbox One and PS4. I think it's going to look amazing. So I'm unbelievably excited for this. Maybe the biggest news to come out last week, Donald Glover will be Lando Calrissian in the Han Solo movie. Solo Star Wars film. He is super talented. He is super funny. If you're not watching Atlanta on FX right now, you really should be, because it's great. But I mean, I can't think of like a smoother individual to play young Lando. Not only are we getting more Star Wars movies, but it looks like we're going to be getting some good Star Wars movies. Rogue One will be our first taste in December. Let's see what happens. I'm very hopeful for all of this. All right, my favorite comic book of last week was Cave Carson Has a Cybernetic Eye. That is the latest book to come out of DC's Young Animal imprint. This book is really cool because you get to see some other characters that I didn't think we'd be running into in the Young Animal stories, but now that they're being introduced, I hope we see more of them. I really hope DC lets them run wild with this, because I think there is a whole group of heroes that we may not see in Justice League and, you know, just mainstream comics that could be telling some great stories. You know, some of the side characters of the DC universe. And I think they should give them everything they want. I mean, how many times have we tried to have a Metal Men series? How many times have we, you know, seen the Doom Patrol in the Justice League and then they kind of disappear? Like, this is good stuff. I'm really hopeful for a lot of these books. I think the only one we're waiting on is Mother Panic, and I'm sure it'll be my pick when it comes out, but you'll have to wait and see. But yeah, Cave Carson Has a Cybernetic Eye. Make sure you pick it up, add it to your pull list. All right, nerds, that's going to be it for this week. I hope you guys have a good one. And until then, you guys have a nerdy week.